Well, hello, fellow zombies. Well, it's during the daytime, so it's not nighttime, so we're not doing a dark log. It is the 5th of October, 2025. I'm dealing with Mamas, who is spinning around like crazy, wanting to get attention. And don't ask me what time it is, I don't even have access to the time yet. All I know it's in the afternoon, sun's still shining, and I got a dog that's impatient. I'm dealing with a class that's trying to handle on military and political aspects between Korean War all the way through the Second Iraq War. And then there was a couple of questions that posed on our time, our generation, over the last few months, or actually last few years, concerning about Ukraine and also how things are overlooking and happening here. Oh, God. How am I not supposed to be able to analyze this crap? The question is, I don't know how to analyze it. I'm doing the best I can. I can go into a textbook and talk about the presidents having issues concerning about the Vietnam War. Okay, fine. Get the material, put it on the screen if I can. As long as she must be obeyed gives me enough time for that anyway, without her wanting this all the time. Meanwhile, the other questions I had in there concerning about the last two questions I had concerning about this generation, this time, this century. How is that similar to the other century? Oh, God, don't even get me started. Oh, get me started on it, please. Get me started on this one. Let me explain something to people. That it's totally different with the generations, different viewpoints, and different objects here. Good Lord. This generation cannot understand, except through word of mouth, what it was like to be an American in the 1940s, be a capitalist, be patriotic, rah rah ree, stick him in the knee, rah rah rah, stick him in the ass, or something like that. Vietnam comes up, and we're totally confused what the hell we're supposed to be doing, because we're supposed to be fighting a communist scare, and yet we see the cost of war during that time. In real time, we're saying, no way in hell. Korea was in between. They were trying to get some stuff going on camera, on television, just to show people what was happening. Sometimes in real time and sometimes in tape. But they were trying to show it on news. Instead of World War II was in the films, was in the theaters all the damn time, you go to the theaters to get the information or read the paper. But you watch it on television regarding Vietnam. The differences of the youth back then are not the same here. They're not the same here. We got a generation that grew up thinking war was fun. We need to have more war on people because we need to put chaos and confusion over here. We need it. Rah, rah, ree. You got to vote with me. You got to sign up with me. Me, me, me. Since when have the other generations had that kind of attitude? Since when have the previous generations had the me attitude? Until we started doing it with the Vietnam crap and we saw what the hell happened. Now it's like everyone else for themselves. They want to stop the war. They want to have peace. They don't want to have any more body bags filled. Anybody else coming up across a chop shop. They felt it. They said it. They had massacres on it in a university. Are we supposed to have that here? We haven't gotten ourselves into a war situation, but we are having a War Department who wants a war among the people here in the United States, among its own citizens. And maybe, just maybe, going after Greenland, pissing off the Danish, pissing off Central America. Which other country are going to be pissing off? Canada? What other country are we going to be going after? Well, let's see. Venezuela seems to be a fun country. Let's blow the shit out. Let's blow the shit out of people and ships and stuff. Small boats. And feel good about it. Feel good about murdering people without giving them a warning that you're going to die. Totally different than what we had a long time ago. Totally different. How do I explain that to this current generation? We had different ideas, different values, different concepts, different time periods that we had to survive. We get out of World War I. We're on a financial, economic high because now we can party. Did a bubble bust and all hell breaks loose. We start losing food left and right. Farms go bust and dusted. People moving to different towns trying to find survival, including out here in the West. We have government jobs popping up to keep people employed, to barely keep an economy struggling. Even throughout the world that they were struggling with their own economies because the bubble burst. Pisses up one country who started up a World War I because of an assassination attempt that happened. And now we had the megalomaniac going crazy in Germany in the 1930s, not to mention in Italy and Japan. And Japan's still going at a feudalistic war with other countries, trying to gain more territory for itself, even during or before World War I. We also had issues concerning about an ideology that capitalistic Democrats wouldn't dare touch with a 10-foot pole. Were the Republicans during that time? With that mentality that they actually had during those days? A lot different than what we have right now. Karl Marx would not be welcomed, except for certain areas that maybe it would have been. We're supposed to be so capitalistic, we're about to kill our own people. Imprison them, toss them out of the country because they're not of the same ideology. I think Karl Marx left his mark on us on that one. Getting rid of a class. Getting rid of the low class and just keeping the elites with very few people to keep the elites in power and keep them serviced and fed. While everybody else gets screwed and kicked out of the damn country. And it's no wonder that they don't like hearing history or people's interpretations of what history is, because history sometimes scares the shit out of them. Because of the lack of humanity, we keep treating each other. And it doesn't matter which particular time period. It doesn't matter. We're stuck on stupid. We're stuck on repeat. We think we know better, but we can't get out of the frickin' trap. If we did, we wouldn't be getting in these kind of situations. That would we? I never thought a long time ago I'd be talking about this kind of stuff out in the open. I wouldn't be thinking about it at all. Sometimes I'd be thinking about other things. Space, writing, different genres, Lego building, being a kid. Being a kid in a 20 or 30 something year old body. And seeing how the world was changing and mutating. Still couldn't figure out why damn parts of the Southland I lived in went into riot when 4 officers beat the shit out of a guy just because he was black and drunk. But they were so damn hyped up. It damn near killed the guy. And then we had people killed in a process concerning about a riot in Los Angeles. Back in '92. And there, during that time, we did have the National Guard out. Different times, different attitudes, different people. They're not right now, though. But now we have a guy so damn paranoid. He's got to have National Guard everywhere because he wants to feel safe. He can't feel safe. He's got something screwed up in his damn brain that doesn't compute this. And the people that keep following him, including one little racist bastard, a fascist racist bastard, who doesn't like anti-fascists. Yeah, and he happens to be the Deputy Chief of Staff of the White House, appointed by Trump. And he's running several departments out of his own office. Trump wanted this shit. But the bitch of it is, we were stupid enough to vote the bastard in. We got what we voted for. Chaos and confusion. I can't compare that to the shit happening back in the 60s when they were protesting the Vietnam War. Because back then we didn't have the government coming after us. We just had the government drafting our ass and throwing us out to Vietnam if we qualified. If we qualified. That being said, guys,